There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and I'm sitting here with my partner, JT Automations. It's his YouTube channel. He also goes by JT Hustlez, so you know you might know him by a few different names. But in this video, I wanted to talk to him about something that I'm very interested in. I'm sure that some of you are very interested in, and that's about the money. All right. So how much money? I like to get in people's pockets on this channel. Right. So in the last, say, 30 days, how much money have you made?
So we average at least 72 to 75 grand a month.
Wow.
At a minimum, and I'm talking about net profit. So I know a lot of people will say like, "Oh, I made 100,000 this month," but then when you look at their business, they spent 60 on ads, 40 on products. They ain't made nothing. They just got followers and like email addresses, right?
Yeah.
But talking about net profit after all expenses, if we wanted to go gross. We gross well over 200K a month.
What?
But I only net like 72 to 75 a month off of that.
What your business brings in 200 and some thousand a month?
Like 230 a month.
230 a month, and his net is
70
some thousand a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but I want to talk net because
no
disrespect to anybody, but I want to talk about the money that you could go to Walmart, buy your kids some Pampers with, like because
you can buy a car, you can actually spend,
yeah.
Because you're right, like some people do make $300,000-$400,000 a month, but they spend $401, so they're actually losing money every month, you know, because you got to take that out. But that's crazy.
And I'm not spending any money in paid ads. Nothing against paid ads, and we are in talks of possibly adding paid ads to our business to try to get to closer to where we're trying to go as a business. But I'm losing money in like paying my team. So instead of giving it to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, that's just working with my partners and just my team is what I'm investing in.
That's crazy. I'm still like shocked. So in the last 90 days,
we added it up off camera. We had like 246.
So in the last 90 days, you made 246,000.
Yes, sir.
Net.
Yeah. Net.
Crazy.
Yeah. We probably gross like 3 times as much.
That's like 82,000 a month.
Yeah.
You're averaging 82,000 a month on average.
Yeah, I say 72 to 75 to be humble.
I hear that, to be humble. The money isn't humble though. The money is not humble in your account. So. Okay, all right. So what do you do to get this money?
All right, I own a media company.
Okay.
And I think that psychologically, that one statement and that one belief, if anybody out there that's a content creator or aspiring content creator starts thinking like that, they can easily do what I'm doing and pass me, whether it's in followers or dollars, with the right mentality. So I own a media company, and what that basically means is I create content that garners an audience, and then I work with the biggest companies in the world to help them promote their products and services. I also work with other smaller businesses that might have a product, a service, information, whatever it is, and they want to get in front of my audience as well. So advertisers that want to get in front of my audience, but we're super selective about it as well, because part of making the most money is not just selling junk just because you can get money, because you can make 70K one time but be selling trash to your audience.
You get a bad name.
You'll make 200K once and then you dead in the water. And while 200K might sound like a lot of money to make at one time, but if you made 200K one time and then never made another dime, the vast majority of y'all, you gonna die broke, right? You're gonna run through that money. So we only promote products, services, or information that we believe in my media company. We do books. We do YouTube. Obviously, most people know me from YouTube and Instagram. What people don't know is that I have several Instagram accounts that I manage, and I intentionally don't advertise them as, oh, this is such and such Instagram, because I want them to be standalone businesses that we can grow and scale as well. So I got a dog breeding business that we not even starting to scale up yet. It only got like 5,000 followers on that page, but we got an Instagram page for independent book writers that I'm working behind the scenes to scale that up as well. But and going into next year, what we think is going to take us to the next level, our ultimate goal is $2 million a month.
What?
And I think we can do it. I want to actually get more so into a space that I know is actually going to sound uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I feel like we just thinking ahead, and that is by having social media content similar to how television content is. Shout out to Country Wayne. I don't know him personally, but I think the best way to explain it is if you all go check out a Country Wayne video. So it'll be like scenario based. We know it's not real.
Yeah.
We watch it for entertainment and we enjoy it.
Right.
So if there were YouTube channels out like that, if there were other Instagram accounts out there like that, maybe they're not going to be as big as Country Wayne, because Country Wayne reportedly makes $300K a month. So he light years ahead of us. Even our gross numbers, he light years ahead of that. But actually curating a network where we do that. And I recently started talking with film companies. We're going to start doing independent short films as well.
Right. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We finna be working all the time.
Yeah.
All right? You know, because I got to get in on this. You know? $2 million a month. Yeah. Let me get in on this. Yeah. So, okay. So now that you're like making this kind of money, what are you doing with it?
I'm investing 100% of my money into real estate. All right. Well, I'm investing a large portion of it into real estate. Of course, like everybody else, I got bills, but I keep my bills low. I tell people outside of my business expenses like traveling and events and things like that, I try to keep my household expenses under $1,000 a month. So we don't have a mortgage or any rent or anything. I'm just talking utility bills outside of that. So the normal bills that we have that keep us alive, right, are under $1,000 a month, right? Now, as my daughter gets older, she's in private school, and private school alone costs like $30,000 a year. So it's going to get above that. But if I wanted to, she could go to public school, and we could still keep our bills below $1,000 a month as far as regular lights, water, internet, basic stuff like that.
Well, that $30,000 is just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. And it's more about what I think she's gonna gain by being there.
Right, for sure.
Than the money
for sure.
at this point.
You know, God been good to you. You know, been good to all of us. You know. So okay, so how do you help people with your channel?
All right, so my main channel, which is where I feel like most people can relate to, is I'm big on financial literacy, but I don't sell information. I sell time. So I started off with the independent courier business. You can watch my free YouTube videos and learn how to start a 6-figure independent courier business. You don't got to give me a dime. You don't got to buy a book. You don't got to do whatever. Right. But if you are somebody that doesn't want to watch 100+ videos on the business, I have an ebook, I have an audio book, I have a paperback book available that you can buy. And most people that are serious about the business, they read. Some people say they read the book in an hour and a half. Some people say they read the book in 3 hours. Some people say it took them a couple months. It really just depends on how diligently you read. So the main channel that I'm most known for is all about financial literacy, helping people at whatever level.
Some money.
Yeah, and then if they wanna learn faster, then that's where the courses, the books, mentorships, conferences, all of these other things that we're adding to the platform. Because it's simple supply and demand, you'll have somebody tell you, hey man, why you charging for this? Why you charging for that? You already straight. But I'm not charging you for your money. I'm charging you for my time. And I think psychologically, we live in a world where people may not understand that. I do understand that financially, when you hurting bad, you just want anybody to help you. So that's why I have free social media content. That's why I come on platforms like this that my brother allowed me to come on and kick as much game as I can. But when we start charging for items, it's because we're charging for our time, the time it took to make the book, the time it took to make the course, time it took to whatever, the back end support that goes into if you get some of the higher end items that we're gonna be rolling out in the future. Because I really have a personal goal of trying to build a network that positively impacts at least 10 million people a month, right? So of course we got financial goals, But our financial goals were a byproduct of our impact goals. So I said, okay, because this is how I believe everybody should think about making money, right? Find somebody that's already doing what you're doing and then reverse engineer it back to you, right? Now, you might not can do it exactly like that. You might find LeBron James and try to reverse engineer it back to your middle school basketball career, and you might not can do it exactly like him, but there's some elements that you can learn along the way. Like, one thing we know about him is that he really values his body, so he stays in shape, stuff like that, right? So maybe you can apply that whether you're in middle school, high school, college, or whatever. Same thing in business, right? So like somebody that I personally admire, not everybody likes him, but I don't think that I know of any black man that has done better in the media business space than Tyler Perry, right? So while you might agree or disagree with how he made his money, as a businessman, nobody has yet to do it better as somebody that was willing to be a character on the screen and then go behind the scenes and build a company. So that's one person that I admire personally.
For sure.
And I hope to meet one day. But 1,000%, I don't care if you're trying to make $100,000, $1 million, or whatever. So breaking down the revenue streams of the media company, right? Think of yourself like a business, not an individual in any business. But let's tie it to media since that's what we're talking about. If I tell Casino, hey, Casino, I want you, it's the first of the month. By the end of the month, I want you to make $10,000 with your media company. You might, and I'm just making this up, right? I know not him personally because I know how the comment section is, but you might personally say, okay, every video I upload, it make me $100. I'm gonna just use nice round numbers. I gotta upload X amount of videos in this amount of time and get X amount of views. That's a lot of work to get to $10,000, right? And that's if you're thinking on the individual level. But if you think as a business, you can say, okay, I'm going to make X amount of content just because I want to nurture my community, feed my audience. In business, we stock in the pond before we need to fish. But we, as business owners, can make money in multiple ways. So he can have training programs, he can have consultations, he can have books. There's now more and more people that not only will they teach you the business, they'll set up the business for you. I got a partner of mine, shout out to Travis, right? He will come to you and set up your business for you, and all you got to do is hold the wheel in the road when he leave, and you'll make 6 figures a year.
That's dope.
All right, so it's so many different avenues you can do that. I also own a food trailer. It works the same way. We can be on DoorDash. We can be on Airbnb as an experience. The trailer could be one place. The table with a tablecloth could be somewhere else, and we can make 4 times the amount of money we could make thinking like a business than like an individual. So what I found is what's going to get me there is that we're going to start thinking like a business. So going back to the example I used with Country Wayne is that we're actually actively looking for men and women that we're going to partner with and say, hey, listen, hey, we're going to give you a job. Same way you would get a job at the plant or at Walmart or wherever, right? We're going to negotiate and give you a regular paid position. Your job is to come make these videos. We got the lights, we got the cameras, we got the mics, we got the script. Hey, we just need somebody to come do it.
And we just need the talent. It's like hiring for a movie. Or a TV show.
You know? So couples channels do incredibly well, right? And you yourself might watch a couple channels, right? We all do. It's funny videos from time to time, whatever it is, right? But the number one problem with that is that couples channels, eventually they might break up. All right, but it's cool where you in love in year 1, in year 7, the money changed people or you just outgrew each other, but y'all make a few $1 million a year, so y'all can't break up. So now you're in a toxic relationship for the money, and that's not healthy, whether it's business or in real life. But what if media companies, right, and I'm giving you guys the whole play because this is my guy Casino, what if a media company says, I'm going to hire this woman and I'm going to hire this man, and I'm going to pay them like actors, right? Because when I said
to be together,
so now it don't matter if she don't like you because y'all not really together. Y'all never was, right?
Country Wayne,
it's just a job.
The same stuff.
That's basically exactly like, and I think he figured it out. Shout out to whoever figured it out before him, if anybody figured it out before him. But I know him and credit him for it because he did it at the highest level.
For sure.
And now I want to tell you guys, like, so media controls how people think. So media's not going anywhere. The Weather Channel will determine how you dress for the week. I never been to Chicago, but the media will have me thinking if I want to take my mom and my daughter somewhere on vacation, don't go to Chicago. They killing people every day in Chicago. Now, you might be from Chicago. Say, JT, man, just like anywhere else, they got bad areas, they got good areas. You know, if you stay over here, you're fine. If you go over there, you know, and you trying to act like you the baddest person in the world, somebody might show you. Yeah. So, but because the media paints that narrative, right? In the same breath, the media has me thinking, hey, you know what? If you want to go on a nice vacation, go to Hawaii, right? Hey, beautiful, it's nice, right? But I never been to Hawaii either. Somebody from Hawaii might be like, bro, it ain't really that nice, right? But that's just a small example that we can all relate to.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, you been before?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, so in the same breath, whether you participated in it or not, I tell people that when it comes to media, it controls how people think, and you're always either selling something to somebody, buying something from somebody, or you're the product, whether you're watching TV, whether you're listening to the radio, whether you're on social media. If you're not buying something from somebody, if you're not selling anything to anybody, you're always the product. So why not participate in it actively? Because you're passively participating as a product. You're a part of the radio station's metrics, the TV show's metric, the YouTube content creators' metrics, right? Your famous TikToker, whatever is relevant when you're seeing this video. So you're part of the metrics anyway. Why not get into it actively? So what we are curating now is a media company that's going to always have an essence of financial literacy. So whether we do the couples, whether we do the cooking, whether we do the whatever's, right? That's my personal goal, and I feel like that's the future of media. I do think that because so many people have been conditioned to you not keeping it real on YouTube unless you holding a phone and you with your real wife and whatever. But I do think that the future of it is that especially the younger generation, they're going to watch more social media than traditional television, and scripted content is the way, right? And most people you watching anyway doing scripted content anyway.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, would you suggest people start their own media company?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, you are a media company if you're on the social media platform. Now, whether you're maximizing it, right, it is what it is, right? So you're contributing content that it has some impact on the algorithm, whether it works in your favor or not, all right, is up to you, depends on how you post, right? So you are a media company, and don't let people make you feel like you're not an influencer because you don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram or X amount of followers on this or that, right? This is what I tell people all the time. Think about it. If somebody was just giving out 10,000, 100,000 followers, whatever it is, all of us would take that.
Yeah, right.
You have to be an influencer with 0 followers in order to influence 100,000 people to hit the button, 10,000 people to hit the button. So you're an influencer now. It's just a matter of if you're exercising that ability or that trait so that you can have the proof, right? So it's like Usain Bolt was a great runner before he won the medal. Right. The medal just validates what he was already, right? Same thing with content. So you're already a great content creator right now, right? Getting a YouTube plaque just validate what I already know and what you guys already know, right? But the world is like, oh man, where your plaque at? Yeah. All right.
So, speaking of that, how many subscribers do you have?
I'm at 265, about to cross over 266,000.
265,000 subscribers and over 16 million views for sure.
Yep, and we're almost at 120K on Instagram.
That's crazy. All right, so anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. If you aren't already following this guy, this is one of my famous friends right here. We go to the mall, people recognize him, getting his money. If you aren't already following him, please go do that. JT Automations. Is it JT Automations on Instagram as well?
JT Hustlez.
JT Hustlez on Instagram.
Yeah, with a Z.
With a Z, right. Yeah. So make sure you go follow this guy, man. We're going to definitely stay in tune, man.
Absolutely.
You hear me? Yeah. So anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Can we say one more thing?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Because I want to challenge Casino in this video, right?
Okay. Here we go.
Like, do you mind sharing when your birthday is? You don't got to get a year.
September 14th.
Okay. Can we say that Casino's going to have his first short film out by September the 14th?
I'm gonna have my first feature out. Feature length. Not even short. It's gonna be a full length.
All right, can we shake on it?
We're shaking on it.
All right, yeah.
First feature out. All right. If not, it's gonna be a short, but it'll be out. All right. So we're gonna do that. But anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me and
her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she say, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap. You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.